Hello, welcome to Yoga Fit or Fit Flow, whatever we're going to call it. We're going to start on all fours, so come on down, hands and wrists directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread those hands nice and wide. We're trying to push into each fingertip, into the palm of the hand. You're creating that little hollow between the palm of the hand and the floor. Go ahead, rotate the inner elbow to face forward. Anchor the shoulder blades down and away. Draw the navel to the spine. So even here on all fours, we have a lot to think about. And trying to get into these habits right at the beginning of your practice is just going to help with every other pose, because we want these nice surface areas to be stable. Drawing the navel up to the spine, start to rock your hips side to side. Gazing just ahead of you at the top of your mat. Come back here to center and bring the chin to chest and chin to ceiling. So we're not rounding through the whole spine here yet. We're just moving through the neck muscles, through the cervical spine, and just tucking the chin and lifting the chin. So you're activating the muscles at the front and the back of the neck. Tuck the chin and lift the chin. Tuck the chin and lift. Stay here, pushing that chin up and forward. Make sure your tailbone is in neutral, pointing down between your heels. Bring this chin over the right and then bringing it over to the left. Keep pushing it up towards the ceiling. Push it over to the right. Keep lifting that head, looking up, over to the left. Come back here to center, tuck the chin to the chest. And imagine you're trying to pull your chin across the front of the chest to touch your shoulder. Across the front of the chest to touch into the front of the shoulder. So you're keeping that chin tucked, just stretching through the back of the neck. And come back into center. Bring the right ear to the shoulder, then the left. And just lengthen or mobilize the neck muscles. All right, flip the toes, gently push the hips back into a down dog with bent knees. Go ahead, shake the wrists if you want to readjust your hands. Keeping the knees bent, let that head hang. Just focus on pushing through the hand evenly, anchoring through the shoulders, sinking the chest. Start to pedal the legs. Then you can make this pedal deeper by rocking the hips from one side and then the other. As you rock the hips, you're going to feel that length coming through the sides of the body, into the back of the rib cage, into the back of the arm. Just go with whatever feels good. You can slow it down, go in a little deeper to that stretch. Just letting go of the head and the neck here. And finally landing back in center. With or without bent knees, we're just warming up. So whatever feels good, don't ever force your stretch. You want to just warm it up first. Exhale the body to plank. Hold the plank, energies leaving the heels. You're looking just at the top of your mat. Your head's not hanging. Pull your lower belly up and under. Activate through those muscles to come up onto your tippy toes. Exhale to plank. Again, pull up through the lower belly. Come right up onto those tiptoes. And exhale to plank. One last time. Activate through the lower belly. Pull up, 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 up. Lifting. Back to plank. Throw in your next chaturanga, your first chaturanga here. Inhale, up dog. Flip into the top of the toes or the top of the feet. Lengthen in the neck. Lift the heart up and forward. Come back to plank. Engage those tummy muscles with or without knees. Chaturanga. Push to plank. Push to down dog. pedal your legs. Go ahead, shake it out. Draw your belly up and under. Just starting to warm everything up. Inhale that right leg up. You can open this out to a hip stretch here by facing the hips or stacking the hips out to the side wall. Straighten the leg. Bring that stretch further into the hip. And exhale that knee through and forward to your chest. Now step that foot through. Ground your back knee. Flip your back foot. Inhale up to crescent. Reach tall. Hips over the under the shoulders. Center your body. If you don't feel comfortable, you can adjust your base. Pull your shoulders down and away. Gaze up between your hands. Deep inhale. Bring lots of length. Exhale. Left hand forward. Right hand back. Try to stay tall in your spine here. Keep reaching back and looking back for that back hand. Inhale, come back up. Again, with that nice length, inhale up. Exhale, open it out to the side. Inhale, back through the center, gaze up. One last time, exhale, out to the side. So we're going to try to challenge our balance today by looking up at the thumbs or up at the ceiling as much as we can. If you're already looking just straight ahead when we're balancing, even here in crescent, if you normally look straight ahead, bring your gaze to look up at your thumbs. Pull your shoulders down and away, tuck your pelvis. Exhale, left hand down, line the fingers and the toes up, raise the right arm. Stack your shoulders. Lengthen in the neck, no hunching through the shoulder and the ear. Exhale, you're going to bring this right hand down to touch the left knee. And now inhale that right hand up. If you want to come into a bit more of a stretch here, you can flip into the back toes and let this lunge stretch in the hip. Exhale, right hand comes down, slides down the front of the thigh, and inhale, you reach up. We're going to do two more. Exhale, these fingertips slide down the thigh, and inhale, reach up. One more time. Exhale, slide the fingertips across the front of that left thigh. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right hand down. Step back to your plank, hold your plank. We're going to pull up through the lower belly. Pike it all the way up to the tiptoes. Back to plank, nice control. Again, pull up through the lower belly onto those tiptoes. And exhale, plank. One more time, pull up, activate through the tummy muscles, not through the hips. Up onto the tiptoes, come to plank. Chaturanga here, inhale, up dog. Lengthen back to plank. Again, if you want to do a second chaturanga before you meet me in down dog, and pedal out. Release any tension you have, wrists or shoulders. Let that head hang. Inhale, left leg up. Open it out for a hip stretch. Stack the shoulders. Go ahead, you can straighten that leg. And exhale, knee into the chest. Move it forward, step it through. Ground the back knee, flip the back foot. Inhale, up to crescent, reach up, look up. Shoulders down. Tailbone tucked. Deep inhale, bring length. Exhale, right hand down, left hand back, looking back. Inhale up. And again, lengthen on your inhale, then exhale, reach away. Inhale up. Looking up if you can. Exhale, reach it out. Twist that spine. Inhale it back up. Exhale, right hand down. Line the fingers and the toes up. Inhale, left arm stacks. Stack those shoulders. Deep breath in. Exhale, left hand touches the right knee. Inhale up. If you want to go a little bit deeper in the hip stretch, flip into the back toes and lift out of that knee. Deep inhale, exhale, slide this hand along the front of the thigh. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, slide the hand down. Inhale, back up. One more time, exhale. With intention, nice slow controlled movements. Come on up on your inhale. Land the hand back down, step to plank. Hold that plank. Lift the hips by pulling through the lower belly up onto the tiptoes. Exhale to plank. Again, up onto the tiptoes. Exhale to plank. Try not to go past that plank and start to sag in the back. Be aware of keeping a straight spine. Slowly to Chaturanga here. Inhale, up dog. Back into plank. Chaturanga again, push to plank, down dog. So you, if you choose, can miss the second Chaturanga in that vinyasa. It's up to you. Pedal out those legs. Let your head hang, sink your chest, draw your belly up and under. Really focusing on the lower tummy muscles, engaging them. Inhale, right leg up, open it out to that hip stretch, stack the hips one on top of the other. You can straighten to push that down into the outer fascia. Exhale, knee to chest, move it to plank and ground that foot. This time you're coming up to a high lunge, so make sure you have your hip width in your base. Inhale up, high lunge. Drop your shoulders, tuck your pelvis here. If you don't tuck your pelvis, you're putting pressure in the lower back. Slide your shoulder blades down, sink the back knee, push through the front heel. Sink the back knee, push through the front heel. Try to bring your gaze to look up at the ceiling or up towards your hands. Just challenging those balance muscles, your awareness of where your body is centered. Pull up tall as you come up. Push through the heel. To left. Keep that gaze up if you can. Last one, stay down. Exhale, left hand down. Raise that right arm. Stack your shoulders. Exhale, right hand slides over the left thigh. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand slides over the thigh. Reach, reach, reach for the knee. And come up, one more. Exhale, slide it down. And come back up. Reach it tall. Hand down, step to plank. Hold the plank. Pull through the lower belly, lift the hips up onto the tiptoes. Back to plank. Pull up through the belly. Make those the muscles that instigate the movement, not your hips, not your back. Move to plank. One more. Pull through the belly. Back to plank. Chaturanga, up dog. Plank, chaturanga, down dog. Good, pedal out, well done. Release any tension you might have built up in the toes, in the ankles. Sink into the heels. When you're ready, left leg comes up. Open that out to a hip stretch. Straighten the leg, pull it in into the outer fascia. Exhale, knee into the chest, move it forward. Step the foot. Coming up to a high lunge, so prepare your base. Inhale the arms up. Remember, we're trying to challenge our balance awareness, so looking up as much as you can. Arms alongside the ears, slide your shoulder blades down and away. Drop down, push through the front heel. Drop into that back knee, through the front heel. Push all the way up so that the glutes are doing the work here in this front leg. Gazing up if you can. Crazily, it makes it so much harder when you're really trying to focus on your balance as well as the lunge. It's really crazy how different it is. Stop here. Exhale, right hand comes down. Lift the left arm. Stacking the shoulders. Exhaling that left hand across the top of the right thigh, reaching for the knee. Come back up. Again, deep breath in, lengthen here. Exhale, reaching across the top of that thigh and come back up. Exhale all the way down, reach for that knee and inhale back up. Exhale to plank, step back, hold here, pull up through the abs, tiptoes, high as you can with those hips, plank. Pull up, instigating through the lower belly. One more, pull up. Come back, chaturanga, up dog. Plank. Again, you can miss this second chaturanga if you want. Come and meet me back in down dog, pedal out. Shake out or twist out any tension that's built up in the feet, the knees or the toes. Let the head hang. Drawing your belly up and under. Enjoying that length that's being created in the spine. You can pedal the legs. Deep inhale, right leg comes up. Bring it to that hip stretch. Straighten it out and then bend the knee into the chest. Step your foot through. I think you're getting the gist by now. We're stepping the foot through. We're coming up again to that high lunge, so make sure you have that hip width in your base and come on up. Pull the shoulders down, tuck your pelvis. We're going down and up. 1, 2, gaze up if you can. 3, 4. We're going to hold this one down and heel toe that front foot to the center line. Spin the back heel, warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, sink. Straighten and sink. Through the front heel. The weight is not through the ball of the foot. It's all the way through the heel of the foot. Reaching away. Opposite sides of the room. Try to keep your gaze up. 2 more here. 1 more time. We're going to stay low. Heel toe that foot back out. And spin this back foot back round to high lunge. Drop down, bring your gaze up. So like I said, we're really trying to challenge ourselves, push ourselves to that edge of discomfort. Don't do what you can already do comfortably. Try to push past it. 2 more. 1 more, stay low. We're going to heel toe back to center. Spin the back heel, warrior 2. Lift the chin, sink up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Hold it down. Windmill the hands. Step back to plank. Hold your plank. Pull up through the abs. Straighten back out. Pull up through the abs. Right up onto those tippy toes. Keep lifting. Straighten out. Make this last one last. Pull it up onto those tiptoes. Lift, 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 lift. Plank, chaturanga. Elbows tucked. Inhale, up dog. Back to plank. Chaturanga. Lift it back and up. Down dog. Well done. Pedal those legs. Deep breath in, left leg up. Open the hips out. Straighten the leg out. Exhale, knee to chest. Move it forward and through. Step. You're coming to high lunge. Reach tall. Pull the shoulders down. Tuck the pelvis. Look up between your hands. If you feel off balance, but you can still manage it, that's where you want to be. You want to be just fighting that balance. Drop down, push. Drop down, push it up through the front. Pull the shoulders down and away, reaching up. 3 left. And 2. We're going to hold this last one down. Heel toe that front foot to the center. Spin the back heel. Warrior 2. Okay, so reaching, lifting the heart, dropping the shoulders, straighten the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go nice and low. And we're going to hold this down. Heel toe that foot back out. Rotate back to high lunge. Get yourself set. Gaze up, drop. 8, 7, pushing through that front heel. Keep your gaze up. Pull the shoulders down. And 4, and 3, 2, stay here. Heel toe that foot. You're going to come into warrior 2. We're reaching for the opposite sides of the room. Sink, lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to hold this one down, windmill the hands, either side of the foot. Come on back to plank. Hold your plank. Pull through the lower belly. Let those be the muscles that instigate this movement up onto the tiptoes. And plank. Again, lift up. And plank. One more, lift up. Plank into chaturanga, elbows tucked. Inhale, up dog. Meet me in down dog, with or without that extra chaturanga there. pedal out. Release any tension, get comfortable here. Deep breath in, raise your right leg, open your hip out, stretch it, stack it, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee into chest, move forward with that and step. You're still staying with this wide, high lunge. Come on up, inhale. Now heel toe the foot into the center, open it out, warrior two. So in warrior two, arms are reaching, fingertips reaching, sink. Lifting your chin towards the ceiling. Come on up with a straight leg. And rotate your front foot to face the edge of your mat. So now both feet facing forward. Arms out. Tuck the tailbone. You're going to sink down. So we're going to reach up, lengthen, sink down into the heels and pull the elbows into cactus, activating the upper back muscles, okay? So a drop down, pull back, palms against an imaginary pane of glass. Push up. Sink your weight down into your heels. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Pull up. Squeeze it back. And reach up. You're going to do two more like this. Pull down. All the way, all the way, all the way. Reach up. This time you know it. You're staying down low. Get low, low, low. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Your spine is straight. You're going to fold at the hip and get your spine parallel with the ground. Palms facing down. Without moving your base, you're going to come back up with that spine nice and vertical. Again, fold at the hip. Horizontal in the spine. And inhale, back up nice and tall. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Activate those back muscles. Fold it. Stay low in your legs. Don't let go. Pull it back up. We got two to go. Folding at the hip. You got this. Stay in control. Squeeze those elbows in towards the ribs. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Last time. Here we go. Fold it over. Inhale it back up. The base hasn't moved. Arms out to reach. Rotate back into warrior two. Windmill the hands. Come back here to plank. Hold your plank. Draw your lower belly up and under. Tiptoe down dog. Exhale to plank. Draw the lower belly up and under. Reach up with those hips. And back to plank. One more before we go into our Chaturanga of our Vinyasa. Come on down to plank. Chaturanga here, elbows tucked. Inhale, up dog. Back to plank. Again, Chaturanga if you want to. Meet me in down dog, pedal. Whew. Deep breath in, left leg up. Open it out to a hip stretch. Stretch it through the outer fascia, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee to the chest. Move the body forward to the high lunge position. Come on up and heel toe that foot through, warrior two. Reaching opposite sides of the room, sink, lift your heart, drop your shoulders. Stay nice and low. Inhale, arms up. With this time, we're going to have the feet, instead of facing forward, we're going to have the feet facing out to the ends of the mat. So it's like a ballet squat. A little more challenging because now you have to balance more. Before you had that length of your leg or the foot to help you balance, but this is more challenging. So really try to work
right at the edge of your comfort zone. Inhale the arms up. We're going to sink into the heels, pull into cactus as we do that. Arms or hands flat against an imaginary window pane. Push up, reach, lengthen, pull down. Squeeze the shoulder blades, sink into the heels. And reach up, pull down. Squeeze those shoulder blades back, reach up. 2 more, sink as low as you can. Really challenge yourself. Pull back up, last time. We're gonna stay low. Go as low, low, low. Little bit lower. Now fold at your hip, horizontal in the spine, looking down at the ground. But don't let your head hang or fold. You're keeping your gaze just ahead of you. Inhale, lift up. Stay in the base. Fold at the hip. Engage those abs. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Lift the heart. Folding at the hip. Inhale it up. Lift the heart. Keep squeezing and activating your back muscles. Folding at the hip. Pull it back. Stay low in the base. The legs are not involved here. They're not moving. Just folding that spine forward. With control, you're going to lift it back. This is it. We're going to open out. Warrior 2. Reaching to the opposite sides of the room. Reaching and lifting the heart. Windmill the hands. Step back to your plank. Draw your belly up and under. Tiptoes, lift the hips high. Back to plank. Again, tiptoes, pull up through the lower belly. And back into plank. 1 more. Pull it up and under. Up on those tippy toes. Plank chaturanga here, elbows tucked. Inhale, up dog. With or without that second chaturanga, meet me in down dog. Pedal out, well done. Go ahead, wiggle any bits of tension out. Going to come down onto our knees. Sit back, grab yourselves a little bit of water. I'm just trying to think to myself what time we started here, but once again, I forgot to look. Okay, so I think it was about 5 after 1, I'm not sure. We'll go for another 25 minutes. I think that's roughly where we're at. Okay, so just bringing it onto our bottoms for a few rounds. Here we're going to grab our blocks. Move my water out of the way. And have your block either side of your hips. Sit up nice and tall in a nice L sit. And quite a lot of people struggle with this because they're kind of trying to balance while they're sitting here with the legs out in front because they might have tightness in the hamstrings. So grab a hold of your thigh, internally rotate it as much as you can, and by doing that, you're going to feel your sit bones clunk down and ground on the mat. So that's going to help you. If you can't still sit with a straight knee, you can slightly bend and rest in the heels. Bringing these blocks either side of your hips. We're going to spread the hand nice and wide on top and come in to a tabletop position. So we're going to bring this part of the soles of the feet into the mat, hip width apart, and push the hips up and away. Imagine you're holding onto a tennis ball here underneath your chin, so between your chin and your chest. So keep that chin pulled back and holding onto that ball. Push your hips up. Now swing your hips through your blocks and hold here. Breathe. Pull up through the lower belly. Push back into the feet, lift and hold. Keep holding on to that imaginary tennis ball. Exhale, swing the hips through. Push back into the feet, lift the hips, hold on to the ball. Swing through. And push into the soles of the feet. We're going to do 2 more, then we're going to take a break. So stay with it, pull up through the lower belly, hold. Push back into the balls of the feet, lift, hold the tennis ball. And one last time, swing through. Pull up and squeeze and lift. Hold on to that ball. Come on down for a quick rest. Shake out the wrists. If you want, have a little sip of water. Okay, so if you want to challenge yourself, you can take these blocks and throw them out the window. If you don't feel like that was that easy for you, then keep the blocks either side of your hips. Okay, now the idea is we can do that exact same thing without our butt dragging along the floor. If you're somewhere in between, which is kind of where I'm at, I sometimes hit the floor and sometimes I miss it, try without the blocks because it makes you consciously think about pulling up much more when you have to really lift. Okay, hands either side of the hips, rotating your inner elbow, anchoring the shoulders, push to tabletop. Spread the hands wide, hold on to that little tennis ball between your chin and chest. Deep breath in and exhale, pull through and hold. Breathe. Push into the feet, lift. Exhale, pull the hips through and hold. And push into the feet, lift. We got 3 left. Stay with it. Pull through and hold. Pull those lower tummy muscles up and under. Pull through, squeeze it up. 2 more. Swing through. Push into the feet. We got 1 more to go. Swing those hips through. Oh, that last one was bad. But you know, as long as we're trying our hardest. Sink down onto your bottom, let it go, shake it out. Well done. Really good one for activating your core. Obviously your arms and shoulders are working too, but it really helps when you're trying to lift your pelvis away from the floor. All right. Come down and meet me in down dog. So spreading the hands, walk it out, pedal it out. You're a bit warmer now, so try to sink a little deeper with these pedals, pressing the chest to the thighs. Just focus on where you're putting your weight. So fingertips evenly, the thumb, the index finger, all the fingertips all the way across, pushing in. The palm of the hand, you can create that little air pocket between the palm and the ground. And then you're working your way up into the shoulders, anchoring those down towards the midline. Drawing your belly up and under, let go of your head and your neck. So that hand placement and shoulder strength is crucial to take any pain away from the wrists. It's the #1 complaint, is my wrist hurt, when people start doing yoga, or even people that have been doing it for a long time. So really focusing on using the hand, the shoulders, the forearm muscles, rather than resting everything in the heel of your hand, because that's just putting pressure on the wrist joint. Deep breath in, right leg comes up. Open it out, stack the shoulders, straighten the legs, stretch the outer fascia. Exhale, move forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, move forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale, open it up. One more. Exhale, move forward, knee to elbow. Inhale, open it up. This time you're going to bring this leg all the way through to the left side, and open that left arm up. Stack your shoulders, lift this right leg, pull the heel to the left knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through, keeping that leg in the air. We're going to step that leg all the way through, bringing the knee to the chest. Step it through to the center line. Whew. Bring the fingertips either to the blocks or to the corners of your mat. Warrior 3. Go ahead, straighten that back leg. Pull the big toe to the shin to flex the foot. Scissor the hips. So left hip bone down, right hip bone pulling up. We're going to keep these fingertips lightly on the blocks or the mat. And we're going to go ahead and bend down, chest on the thigh. Lengthen the back leg. Push up. Again, bend down. Lengthen through the back leg. One more. You're going to stay down. Lengthen through that back leg. Continue to scissor the hips. Come out to balance here. Arms reaching for the opposite sides of the room. Looking just ahead of you on the ground. You don't want to look at your toes or your knee because you're going to be leaning and crouching round. You want to keep your spine straight. Fingertips come back. Press it up. Again, sink. Press it up. Sink. Press it up. Sink and hold this one. Lengthen through the back leg. Scissor the hips. Go ahead, balance out to the side. Fingertips down. Push it up. And lower. And up. And lower. And up. Last time, see if you can hold it out to balance here, flexing the back foot, lengthening the back knee. Come down with those fingertips. You're going to bring right hand center, step that right leg back, side plank. Imagine you're pulling your elbow and your hip together and you're really creating that big arched rainbow effect in your side body. Go ahead, pulse here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Pull it back, down dog. Beautiful, well done, pedal out. Sink the heart. Deep breath in, left leg comes up. Exhale, bending that knee, flexing and pushing that hip forward. Extending the hip, And now we're going to exhale, knee to outer elbow. Pull it back on your inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Pull it back on the inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Pull it back. This time you're going to come through to the right side with that leg. Open up. Side plank, lifting that left leg. Heel to the right knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into that three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest, move it forward, step that foot center line. Warrior 3. Scissor your hips. Fingertips to the corners of the mat. Go ahead, bend down, get low, get your chest on your thigh. Push up. Again, get low. Just lightly in the fingertips here. We're not gripping on for dear life. The weight should be going through the base, through the leg. Sink. Lengthen that back leg. Flex the foot. So easy to let it go. Stay here. Come out to balance. Reach. Fingertips back to the blocks or the mat. Push up. Lengthen. Drop it into a low squat. Again, lengthen. Chest rest on the thigh as you come down. Lengthen. Hold it low. Reach for the sides of the room. Keep your gaze just ahead of you. Keep your spine straight. Flexing and lengthening the back leg. Fingertips down. Last round. Lower. Push. Down as low as you can. Push. As low as you can. This time you're holding it down. Come on out to balance. Fingertips down. Left hand center line. Step back. Left side plank. Arch that body. Imagine you're pulling your elbow and your hip towards each other. Pulse here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank. Almost there now. Chaturanga, elbows in. Inhale, up dog. Back to plank. Again, chaturanga. Push those hips up and back. Pedal the legs. Come on down for a child's pose. Take a breather here. Reaching those fingertips as far forward as you can. Lift out of the hand and push just into the fingertips. Press the hips back to heels. Feel that length coming through the back of the body. Walk the hands over to the left. Keep reaching with those hands, pushing the hips in the opposite direction. Bringing that stretch right through the back of the arm, into the rib cage, into the hip. Walk it back over the other way. Reaching, 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 pushing up into those fingertips. Walk it back through the center, pushing up into the fingertips. Walk the hands forward and slowly creep your chest down towards the mat, resting in your chin. If that does not feel good, you can rest in the forehead and come up a little higher. Pushing your weight into your elbows, move forward into Cobra. Make sure those elbows are tucked underneath the shoulders. Lift your heart forward and up. Root your hips and pelvis. Just tuck your chin and imagine you're squeezing a tennis ball between your chest and your chin. Push down into the chest, lengthening all the way through the back of the neck. From this position where it's nice and tucked, you're going to bring the chin towards the right shoulder and then slide that chin across the chest towards the left. Same again, in that nice tucked position and across to the left. Now coming back into center, lift the chin all the way up to the ceiling. Lift the heart up, lift it forward. Same again, but this time you're pushing your chin up and forward, over to the right And then over to the left. As far as you can. And then over to the right. Get that full range of motion in there. Come all the way. And then all the way over into the left. Come back here to center. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Push to all fours. Push to down dog. Pedal those legs. Sink the chest. Let the body just sink down as deep as it can into the heels. Let go of the head and the neck. Two more breaths here. Moving forward to plank. Just holding this plank. Energy's leaving the heels. Pull up through the lower belly, up onto the tiptoes. Lift the hips high. And again, move to plank. Pull up onto the tiptoes, activating through the lower belly and to plank. And one more time, pull up through, up onto those tiptoes, back into your plank, come down onto your knees, grab your blocks for one last time, one last round of these lower tummy muscle workout exercises, bringing the blocks either side of your hips, or if you managed without the blocks, then don't use them. Because again, we're trying to challenge past that comfort zone. Sit up tall, legs out straight. Grab your thigh, rotate it inwards. Grab your thigh, in. Your sit bones are nice and square. Sit up tall, relax the shoulders. Hands either side of the hips. Fingers facing forward. Push up into table. Rotate the inner elbow forward. Remember, grab a hold of that imaginary tennis ball. Pull it in between your chest and your chin. Deep breath in and exhale. Hips back, hold. 2, 3, and push. Table, squeeze. Exhale, hips back, hold. 2, 3, and 4. Into table. One last time. Hold this here. 2, 3, and 4. Rest it down. Shake it out. Sit nice and tall in your L-sit. Hands behind, and hands either side of your hips. Push up, table. So this time you're going to swing those hips through. And then you're going to just gently rock from side to side. So pulling up through those abs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Push up, table, hold. Squeeze those glutes, tuck that chin. Hold on to that ball. Again, pull those hips through. Side to side. 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push into table. So really working and focusing on those lower tummy muscles, holding you up. We're going to do one more. Here we go. Swing the hips. Rock. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on down. Oh, rest, shake. Well done. They are pretty tough. Okay, sitting cross-legged on your mat. Sitting nice and tall. You can go ahead, rotate your thighs inwards if you find that helps get your sit bones square. Sit with your spine nice and tall. Pull your shoulder blades back into each other And have your palms face the ceiling. Be aware of your tummy rising with your inhale and deflating back down with your exhale. Nice deep breaths, relaxing through the shoulders and the neck. Start to bring your ear from side to side. Come back into center. Raise that left arm up alongside your ears. Let that hand rest over the top of your right ear, and gently with the weight of your arm, you're going to let this gently stretch through the side of the neck. Now bring this right hand down flat on the ground outside your hip. Staying with a tall spine here, it's easy to crunch forward and start to slump. So keep those shoulders down and back. Keep your spine tall and straight, and gently, just gently pulling. The more effect you get is when you actually push the right hand into the ground rather than pull with the left hand. So you're pulling that shoulder down and away from its attachments in the skull. Inhale, slowly up. Coming back to that tall seated position. Raise the right arm. Let the hand rest over the top of the left ear. Just gently with the weight of your arm first. You're going to bring the left palm to push down into the ground, fingers facing forward. And the more you push that hand down, the more you're going to activate that stretch all the way through those side muscles, through those scalenes in the neck. They get super tight in there. You can start to apply a gentle pressure, but more so through pushing that left shoulder down into the ground. Deep breath in as you slowly just come back to center. Taking those arms up on your inhale. Exhale, reaching forward with those arms, stretching it out. You can let the head look and reach forward before you hang. And you're going to feel that through the outside of the hip. The leg that's in front is going to feel it more. So we will swap sides in a second. Inhale, slide the hands back. Just swap that left leg, or the other leg, sorry, the one that was on the inside to the outside. Sitting up tall. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold it forward. Again, you're going to feel the stretch through the outer hip. Once you feel it, just let everything in the upper body relax. Slowly inhaling your way back up to sitting. Deep inhale. Raise your arms, lengthen, and exhale, hands to the heart. And I think you deserve a round of applause. Well done. And thank you for coming or joining me, and I'll see you next time.